Well, Jamie Nee is a recognized global wine expert, recently named one of the top 50 women in wine hospitality. She serves as a director of the Santa Barbara Culinary Experience, is a wine travel host, and contributing wine writer for the Montecito Journal and the Santa Barbara Independent. Basically, she's booked and busy. And she's our wine expert that we love having on our show. So thanks for being here.
Thank you so much for having me back, Krista. I'm really thrilled to be with you again this morning.
We're so excited. I mean, we both love wine, and Mother's Day, I mean, we were just talking off camera about how May is literally this week.
It's unbelievable. It's already here, and it's time to celebrate our moms.
Absolutely. Well, if you haven't made your brunch or lunch plans yet, now is your sign. Or if you want to host brunch, we thought it would be a good idea to talk about wine pairings, and you brought some rosés with you. So walk me through what you brought.
I did. So these rosés are perfect for mom. You know, mom, think pink, right? Think pink with mom. So for today, we brought some rosés from across the Central Coast. We thought we would do a little taste of the Central Coast. So here we're going to start off with our Merved. It is a rosé made from Merved. It is from Tercero. So it's kind of like an herbal, think cherry, think watermelon, and Larry Schaefer makes it right here in Santa Barbara. Next, we have a beautiful Dow rosé, and this is made from Grenache. So Grenache, you're going to think cherries and berries and strawberry, and this is made here in Paso Robles. So we can go a little north and taste that. And this is made in the Provence style. So you think of south of France, think of light, think of seafood, think of something delicious that you would pair with that. And then here we have a Justin. So this was a unique one because this is Justin made from Cabernet.
Ooh.
So it's a Cabernet rosé, and I brought that especially because I know you love your reds. So this is going to be the closest to a red wine in a rosé, and that we can pair with something a little heartier. So that's a fun wine. Okay. And then lastly, I brought like a fun surprise. This is called a Valdegui. Valdegui is a unique Mediterranean grape, and it's not really grown much here in the Central Coast. So we got this from Hitching Post, and the reason I brought this is because it's a sparkling wine. Bring a little bubbles. Bring a little bubbles to mom's Mother's Day.
That sounds great. I love that you brought so many different wines from different parts of the Central Coast. Because it's not just Santa Barbara. You know, Santa Barbara County and San Luis Obispo County have such great wines.
Exactly.
So which one pairs well with something kind of sweeter if mom has a sweet tooth?
So if mom has a sweet tooth, I would say we can go with, we can maybe go with the Merved. So all of these are going to be dry wines. They're all going to be dry, but you know, some of them have a little extra, since it does have a little bit of that herbal, you know, a little bit of the herbal with maybe some chocolate would be lovely. Or even the Dow Provence would be nice as well because it is light and fresh, and that would go nicely with a fruit salad kind of sweetness. So that's a lovely pairing.
Yeah, and the color of rosé, you know, always stands out to me. It's so beautiful even before you drink it. Just looking at it, it's so aesthetically pleasing with your orchid, your pink shirt. I love it. So how is it made? How is this kind of wine made?
Yeah, so I wanted to talk a little bit about that because the difference in rosé and say like a red wine. So rosé is going to be made, you start with a red grape, just like you would with a red wine. However, when the grapes are called macerating, which means just sitting on their juice when they're getting ready to be made, instead of letting it sit for a few days, which you would with a rosé, with a red wine, the rosé, you just let it sit for a couple hours. So it just sits on the skins, the juice just sits on the skins for just a couple hours, just to get that light color. And depending upon the color, that's how you know how long it's sat. So something like this would just be for a few minutes, whereas we get a little darker with the Justin, the Cab, and maybe that sat for a couple hours. So
wow, the more you know. Beautiful color, the way it's made. And Jamie, we always appreciate you coming on our show and highlighting the wines of the season and kind of just bragging about the wine we have here on the Central Coast, because I mean, it's something we're known for and people love it, and for good reason. Yeah,
we are known for great wines here. We have the great temperature, we have the great soils, and just we have really people that really love making wine here. They really love what they do, so it shows in the product.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Jamie, thank you so much for being here, and again, make sure to book up those Mother's Day brunches and lunch plans. For more on Jamie Nee, visit petitewinetraveler.com. Jamie, thanks again for being here, and cheers.
Thank you again. Bye-bye.